the sides would meet again.
You see, to beat an England team is always very important. If it were possible, we could have sold 500,000 tickets, so many people wanted to get into the stadium. You could sell a ticket for at least 10 times its face value. Some people were even offering their prize pigs for a ticket. That's how big this game was.
This time it finished 7-1 to Hungary. The side dubbed the Mighty Magyars were already Olympic champions, and under coach Gustav Sebesh played a new brand of quick-passing football that was taking everyone by surprise. After 1945, the new communist regime abolished what was a strong professional league in Hungary, but they made sure their top players were as well looked after as their Western European counterparts. Army Major Ferenc Puskás, for example, wasn't expected to keep his rifle clean, just his fancy car. After destroying England, they entered the 1954 FIFA World Cup in Switzerland with the absolute belief that they were champions-elect. And the Hungarians started like champions, 9-0 against South Korea, 8-3 against the Germans. Then it was Brazil in the quarters. Hungary emerged 4-2 victors. Next up, reigning champions Uruguay, who'd never been beaten in a FIFA World Cup match. It went into extra time and finished 4-2 to the Magyars. Hungary had made it to the final. It was a great match, but another physically draining encounter. They now faced West Germany, captained by the great Fritz Walter. Despite being serious underdogs, Walter and co were seemingly fresher and more relaxed after a much easier passage to the final.
At the beginning, we thought there was no chance of beating Hungary, mainly because of the 8-3 defeat. But we also knew that we had been improving from game to game. So when it came to the final, we thought maybe there was a slight possibility of beating the Hungarians.
Still no one, except the most optimistic of Germans, believed that Hungary could possibly be taken. But those previous matches had taken their toll. Despite the Hungarians taking a 2-0 lead, Germany emerged shock 3-2 victors. It was Hungary's first defeat in 6 years. The mighty Magyars were never destined to lift the FIFA World Cup. 2 years later, Soviet tanks rolled into Budapest and many of the team defected. Most famously Puskás, who moved to Real Madrid and became a naturalized Spaniard. With the subsequent changes in political climate, the class of '54 were able to return to their beloved Hungary and talk proudly about their achievements. Not only did they make a huge impact on international football, but many like Puskás, who played for crack Budapest side Honvéd, were indirectly responsible for the creation of club football's biggest competition. The extraordinary story began in 1954 when Honvéd travelled to England to play Wolverhampton Wanderers. The English press, still smarting from Hungary's win at Wembley, saw Wolves' 3-2 victory as revenge. Wolves had already beaten Spartak Moscow 4-0, and English journalists, never ones to shy away from hyperbole, claimed for them the mantle of world champions.